She grew up in Kildare, Oklahoma, in the farms of Oklahoma. Born in 1928, and it was feast or famine. They had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, clean out the horse stalls, feed the pigs, get the eggs from the chicken coop, and then walk to school, you know, uphill both ways. And there were some poachers on the property who were making moonshine. So my grandfather tried to get rid of them, and the moonshiner said, "We're not going anywhere. You know, your daughter will never make it to school if you decide to do something with us." And so he consulted with his Smith & Wesson, and I never was told the full parts of the story, but they removed themselves from the property. So I am a strong proponent of the Second Amendment to defend property rights and the safety of yourself and others. She went on, graduated from high school, went to the University of Oklahoma. That's when, and then right after World War II, she didn't finish school, but she was one of the first women from Oklahoma to join the Women's Army Corps. Subsequently went to the Pentagon and joined General Eisenhower's staff and moved to Paris. So she was a secretary with General Eisenhower, met my father, who was in counterintelligence. They met, fell in love, and got married in Paris. And my oldest sister was born in Paris. So she got out of the military, came back and raised 5 kids. And during that time, she got involved in the women's club, president of the local women's club, and then president of the county women's club, and also the hospital auxiliary. Subsequently, my parents got divorced, but she continued to raise all of us and to make sure that we had a better life. And the sacrifices, she said, that they had on the farm, okay, you know, that was nothing. That was just what you do to make sure that your kids have a better life. So from her experiences on the farm, she taught me 4 things. She always said, okay, you have 2 hands. It means go work. And at the earliest age possible, whatever chores there were around the house, that's what you had to do to be a contributing member of the family. It wasn't like, hey, where's my allowance? That's just what you did. And through the women's club, I got a job when I was 14 on Saturdays at a machine shop. And so I learned how to work. You know, you didn't get paid a lot of money, but that's how you learn to work. So that's why kids today, and the minimum wage among kids is too high, because no one's hiring the kids so they can learn how to work, and then how to socialize instead of being Facebook all the time. The second part was family and friends, because it was feast or famine on the farm. And at the end of the day, that's who you had. You had family and you had friends, and when you went to church on Sunday, okay, they were there, and then you talked about what was going on. And when it was those famine times, then you relied on each other to get yourself through. And the third part was faith. Because she said through him, everything is possible. Okay, everything. So when you had feast, okay, you prayed, said thank you. When it was famine, said, I know you'll get me through this. And fourth was honor your word, integrity, honesty, your word. If there was anything on the planet that would set my mother off, is that if you hinted, okay, of lying. Okay. I never got spanked, but you knew when you did something wrong, and that was the number one thing of all. You can spend a whole lifetime building your integrity, and it takes 5 minutes to lose it. And that's something that I promise promised her from early on, and I learned. Always tell it straight, always keep your word.